This is an office laptop that is my first ever gaming setup. All the way back in April of 2014, I started playing a ton of Minecraft and these Fortnite ripoff online games. The laptop was very bad, running integrated graphics, and was overall just very cheap. So 2 years later, my parents bought me the Wii U and the Pro controller for it. And this is where I started to play Skylanders, and I would love spending hours on this game, continuously grinding every day. All the money I got for birthday and Christmas would also be spent towards these Skylander figures that you guys could use inside of the game. Eventually in 6th grade, I got my first phone, which was the iPhone SE. It was a pretty cheap phone, but since Fortnite Mobile was released at around the same time, 6th grade me and everyone else decided to play it. And this is where I first started to grind on YouTube. I would play on mobile and post random clips of me playing, which actually slowly started to gain traction. I would get my first 100 subs after a few months and would continue to grind on the game. At this time, I was only using a chair as my desk, and since my phone was also running the game horribly at 30 FPS, you guys could definitely see how this was a horrible setup. But however, I continued to grind on YouTube, gaining more and more views slowly, and eventually I actually got a supported creator code.
When purchasing items in the Fortnite item shop, make sure to use code YGInfernus.
I didn't get much money besides like a few bucks, but I decided to use that money and actually buy these mobile claw controllers. I even decided to make a review video on it, which actually did pretty good.
What's up everyone, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video, I'll be reviewing 3 of these claw controllers for mobile. And I decided to make this video to see what will happen if we use it in Season 9, because Season 10's coming. This is only for like if you're using your 2 thumbs, that's forefinger because of the 2 claws.
So for the next few years, I would continue playing on mobile using these claw controllers. It actually helped me get better, but one day my brother actually surprised me with his old PS4, which is when I connected it to my TV and actually used it as a keyboard and mouse. And this is where I stopped playing on mobile and continued playing on PS4 with the keyboard and mouse on my TV. I didn't have a monitor, but it actually still felt like a PC type game. And actually a few months in, I actually saved enough money to buy a 75Hz gaming monitor. It was a Scepter monitor and it was relatively cheap. I mainly bought it just so I could stop playing on the TV because it was just super inconvenient. And this is where I started to upload trick shot videos on my channel that you guys could still see to this day. And actually nobody really watched these videos. It didn't really gain much views, but I continued grinding and I actually bought my first gaming keyboard, which was a budget Red Dragon gaming keyboard. And this is where I actually started to see myself improve on Fortnite. Since I didn't need to play on an office keyboard anymore, I could finally enjoy the mechanical switches that everyone else was playing on. So for the next few months, I continued to upload and grow on YouTube, even hitting my first 1,000 subscribers, which was actually massive. And to actually celebrate 1,000 subscribers, I bought myself a gaming mouse. It was just like a plain Razer Death Adder mouse. It wasn't really too crazy. For the next year, I continued playing on my PS4 with a keyboard and mouse, having a lot of fun recording and uploading it on YouTube. Now, eventually I saved enough money and convinced my mom to buy a gaming laptop. Laptop was a budget gaming laptop that was the Acer Nitro 5. And at first I did use a book instead of a laptop stand. But as I continued to play on the laptop, grinding every single day.
14. think. I don't really know. I know my younger sister knows. I don't know about my older one. Nice, so bad.
It was actually very fun since I was playing on higher than 60 FPS for the first time. And I also continued to upload videos, which actually paid off since one video decided to go viral. It gained over 600,000 views and it generated enough money for me to continue to save up. The first thing I decided to use some of the money on was buying new keycaps. I bought these HyperX pudding keycaps. I continued to play on my laptop and even posted many laptop hand cams with my new pudding keycaps.
I think building height too.
I got height.
Yeah, I'll fight him. I'm coming up at him. I see Ryan. I think this is Ryan. Make sure the Ryan's not. What the heck? Who's the like? Oh my gosh.
Which led to me eventually getting a new keyboard. I finally upgraded my Red Dragon keyboard into a new HyperX gaming keyboard.
This is my keyboard. It's a HyperX, some HyperX keyboard. I think it's the FPS RGB keyboard. It has like silver switches. Pretty nice.
And after that, I really did not upgrade my setup too much until I finally got myself a new microphone.
This microphone, it's a 5-fine microphone. I use it for like talking and stuff. Sometimes I use it for keyboard sounds, since my keyboard sounds very nice. It's like silver switches.
Along with the microphone, I did get an extra large mouse pad. It was an off-brand mouse pad, but it was definitely really good. And at this time, I definitely felt like I had enough gear to start playing pro. Which was such a bad idea, but I decided to continue playing tournaments. With no success, I slowly started to upgrade my setup again. First by getting a new keyboard. It was the RK61. And I also got new headphones, which was some HyperX headphones. And eventually I also got myself some RGB to look cool for my room. But as you guys can see, these things just fell apart. Fast forward a few months and I actually got myself a 5 Below fan. My laptop started to overheat and had loud fan noises. And at first the fan actually helped with my laptop's cooling and also with its noise, but slowly it started to not help at all. So my next upgrade came with a new gaming keyboard. It was a free upgrade since this was my first sponsor. They sent over a keyboard for me to try and I actually liked it a decent ton. It was a pretty fast gaming keyboard and it was 60%, so I definitely felt as myself was improving in game. And at this point in time, I surely thought that there was nothing else I needed to upgrade. I literally felt like I had the best gear possible until I fell into the aesthetics and got myself this super popular large mouse pad. It was honestly perfect since it made my videos look really nice. But then I decided to upgrade my entire setup, which was super overkill since I started by upgrading my old mouse into the Viper Mini. I also got myself a microphone boom arm, which was probably the most helpful upgrade for the setup. And then I decided to upgrade my room decor, starting off with these wall panels, then moving on to these wall shelves that I set up for my decorations. And then I went overboard and got these lights that I put around my room, which gave my room such a nice RGB glow. Also, at this time, I finally hit 100,000 subscribers, so I did get my silver play button. I added the silver play button to my setup and I completed the setup, which was amazing. It was definitely a really nice setup and I definitely thought this was the end of me upgrading my setups. But then I decided to follow the trend of cleaning up messy rooms. I actually decided to move entirely to a new room for that video. And I also went overboard and got more RGB for the setup that I definitely did not need. I also got 3 keyboards that I got sent, which was definitely really nice keyboards, but I only used one, so I definitely wasted all the other keyboards. Now fast forward a year with no setup upgrades, I finally decided to connect my monitor to my laptop. I got sent this entirely new 270 Hz curved gaming monitor, and it was such a huge jump because I went from 60 Hz to 270 hertz. Playing on this monitor was definitely really smooth, and I definitely improved in Fortnite by a ton as I was slowly getting used to the higher refresh rates. Finally, another year later, I got my biggest upgrade ever, and it was a new gaming PC. I literally did not know how to build this PC since it was such an insane PC, but when I got it to finish, this PC was running Fortnite at insane frame rates. And going from a huge jump from my old laptop that was slowly breaking down, this PC was an insanely big upgrade. Now, after building the PC, only a month went by and I decided to build an entirely new setup. I got a new mouse, which was the ROG Harp Ace, which was a super light mouse that was different from my previous mouse. And the keyboard that I got was an insane Acer keyboard that was super fast. I also got this Aimlabs mousepad that was super big, and I loved it because the glide on this mousepad was amazing. For the setup, I also got myself a double monitor setup since I got a new PC, even getting monitor arms, and I even used the second monitor for chat and Discord. This setup upgrade was definitely a huge jump since I built a setup for my newly built gaming PC. And from there, after a year with no upgrades, I got sent a crazy $2,000 pre-built gaming PC, and this PC ran some insane FPS, but since I already had a PC, I didn't know what to do with it, so I literally just left it out. A month later, I actually decided to get myself a new monitor. Since my second monitor was slowly wearing out, I got myself a white 27-inch curved gaming monitor. After 4 months, I got sent another PC from Paradox Customs, and after 2 years of not building a PC, I literally did not know how to build this PC. I even dropped the CPU, which was a $1,000 CPU. After building this PC, it was an insane PC, better than my main PC, running up to some crazy FPS of like 1,300. And with this newly built PC, I decided to move my room again. I moved to a larger empty room where I also upgraded my desk. I had this super old white desk for 5 years that was slowly breaking down, and my new desk was a standing desk that was very sturdy and well built. For the room, I also decided to get another desk to build a console setup with. Since I had a PS5 Pro and Xbox Series S, I decided to put together a white setup with a new white ergonomic chair as well. And to finish the room, I decided to put up more lights like my nano leaves. And this setup right here is my present day gaming setup. It's really crazy how my setup has changed from a huge jump 10 years ago.